As everyone can see, our golden wrench has grown tired because of the heat. He wants this shit done quickly and he wants it done efficiently. Good news is I'm interested in playing Balatro, and I know Sage don't want to watch it, so it'll be a short stream. We'll just go over the facts of the matters here tonight. Sage, don't give me that attitude again, or I'll bitch slap that fucking attitude right out of your fucking mouth. That's all I gotta fucking say. Respectfully, of course. We're always respectful here at the Thundercloud. Speaking of the Thundercloud, welcome to the Thundercloud, the Corpse Files. We've got a lot to go over, and when I say a lot, I mean not a whole lot. We've got damn near nothing to go over, but we got some shit to go over. Let's start with the NBA. Let's get that out of the way. I know Sage hates these segments. I probably should have asked him to come a little bit late, but I did not have that intuition to tell him to do so. So Sage, this is a big signing here. We've got ESPN's Shams Charania reporting as of July 6th at about 10:28 Eastern Standard Time that the Milwaukee Bucks had signed Ryan Rollins to a 3-year, $12 million contract. If I reported it already, I do apologize. There's nothing wrong with a little re-reporting. I'm just doing my due diligence. Again, when you're in the NBA and you're making that much money, you fucking suck. So let's move on to the next thing. We had a trade. We did have a trade today in NBA. We had former Raptor Norman Powell, small forward, being dealt to the Orlando Heat. And when I say Orlando Heat, I mean to say Miami Heat, as part of a 3-team deal. The deal will also send John Collins to the LA Clippers. I do like John Collins. And a package of Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson, as well as a 2027 second-round pick to the Utah Jazz. So that's the trade there. We're not going to break anything down because Sage is in a very big rush to get off of here. Ground-breaking trade. When I say ground-breaking, I don't mean to say ground-baking. It's just, Mother was over tonight, and we got talking Balatro. We had some cocktails, and we had some times, and, if I'm slurred, it's because of my mother. You want a full analysis? All right. If you're gonna be a fucking asshole, Sage, we're gonna do a full analysis. All right, so let's start with what Norman Powell did last year. I swear to fucking God, and I swear to fucking God, I can't fucking believe that Sage is he's making me fucking do this. All right, this is not a trade that is insignificant. So I'm glad that Sage is telling me to break it down a little bit here. Norman Powell had 21.8 points per game last year. That's the best that he's ever done in his career. He typically averages 13.2 points per game. So there's your Norman Powell breakdown. The next guy we needed to break down was John Collins. All right, John Collins, Philadelphia Collins, as I call him, around my domicile. 19 points last year, 8.2 boards and 2 assists, and in his career, 16 points per game. So, I mean, those are two good players. We're not going to kid ourselves. Kevin Love is a bit, he's on the wrong side of fucking 35. Let's not kid ourselves. And Kyle Anderson's damn near fucking 40. But yeah, let's break these fucking sons of bitches down. Kyle Anderson, he's a small forward, and he is not 40 years old. He's 31 years old. He averages 6.8 points per game in his career and 6.7 last year. So he's not very notable. Let's look at Kevin Love. He is closer to 40. I got him mixed up. That's my fucking journalistic take. I fucked him up. He averaged 5.3 points last year, 4.1 boards. He used to be a hell of a power forward. He's 36 now, turning 37. He used to average, anywhere from 20 to 27 points per game as a fucking power forward. But those days have come and gone. So, there you go. All the players have been broken down. There's your full analysis. Utah really wants to just fucking take on a second round pick like that. So apparently that's what Utah wanted to do. Devin Booker is signing a very small contract worth 2 years and $150 million. So just a small contract there, at least in terms of the duration. We do have Kyle Lowry news. He's now 39 years old, formerly of the Raptors. He's coming back to the Philadelphia 76ers, where he'll play maybe a handful of games, and then he'll retire there in his hometown. Good for you. Ooh, we've got Paulo Banchero agreeing to a 5-year maximum rookie extension that could reach up to $287 million. Good for him. Don't give a fuck. What else we got for the NBA here? No, I think I fucking broke it down as clean as dentine ice. Yeah, I'd say I broke it down pretty fucking good. No NFL news. I know there was a extension in the NHL. I don't know who it was, so I don't care to talk about it, frankly. So I'm not gonna fucking talk about it. That's how it works on this program. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You want less sarcasm when I announce these things? I'm sorry. I'm supposed to say I like that these guys are overpaid? I'm sorry. When you're a shit fucking player, you're like the fucking on the work site. You're just that fucking laborer who goes and grabs a fucking piece of wood, brings that piece of kindling back to someone else, who turns that into a piece of art, and you're getting fucking $12 million. I'm supposed to fucking praise you for that shit? I'm not gonna fucking praise you for that shit. Hopper, to the right of me, ain't gonna praise that shit either. If they craft it into a fucking good fucking can that they can eat, some canned ham, then yeah, these cats will praise it. If my cats don't praise it, I don't praise it. Let's move on to the next topic, Sage. And to slow your roll right now, your wrench is about to get fucking taken from you. I'll take that wrench from you and I'll hit you right over the fucking forehead. It's not a threat. Don't use that in the court of law. If someone hits Sage in the head with a fucking wrench, don't do it. The cats aren't obese. They're in the fucking prime of their lives. They look sexier than ever. Both these cats look so fucking good right now. Yeah, that's right, Hopper. Yeah, I got Hopper over here. I'm not threatening your life. I got Hopper over here playing with a little sponge. You know how cute that is? You know how cute that is? She wouldn't do that if she was obese. Oh shit, never mind. I mistook Scrambles as Hopper. Okay. I thought Hopper was being more playful than normal. It appears that it's actually Scrambles. Uh-oh. I mixed them up again. Sage, I would never hit you in the fucking face with a wrench. I want you to know that, okay? I wouldn't fucking do that to you. You've worked too hard. Well, it's hard to see in the dark. Gray and black kind of looks the same when it's fucking real dark down low. They both got similar stripings except that fucking forehead. So I don't know. I don't know how these cats function. Do you know what I do know about functioning? Balatro. I know Balatro is so damn good. Today I did complete the collection. And I did complete 3 challenges last night. I am now 29 out of 31 or 27 out of 29. I think it's 27 out of 29. I'm 94% complete on Steam. And by the end of the year, I will be 100% complete for Steam accomplishments. So I just want you guys to know that I've done things that many other men and or women or whatever have not done. And that's greatness. That's what I do. I'm too drunk to be operating a stream. You know what? I'd beg to difference. I'd say I'm not drunk enough. I'd say I need to have a couple more cocktails, and then we'll get into the Norman Powells. Then we'll get into the Kevin Loves, the Kyle Andersons, the Philadelphia Collins, and the Devin Bookers of the world. How about that, Sage? How about I turn this short stream into a fucking 3-hour stream where I'm just a yakking? Where I'm just a fucking yakking. How's that sound? You want to fucking challenge me? I'll challenge you like Spencer Strider with a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. How's that sound? Also, I want to get Paul Skeens from you. Can you give me Paul Skeens, please? promise I'll never yell at you again. I just want Paul Skeens. You can boo me. You know what? I am the real heel. I would love for you guys to boo me. The more boos I hear, the more cheers I hear in my head. And I'll drink to that. In the words of Colonel Sanders, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. Fucking right. You know what? I got a story about that. I did that before. I was fucking hammered drunk. And I ate something I wasn't supposed to eat. And it involved chicken that probably was not decent at that point. Because I was so hammered. And I had left a sandwich out all day. And I'm like, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. And then I ate the chicken. And I never got sick because I've got a fucking alpha male immunity. But I would love to talk Paul Skeens, either off air or on air. I think that he does need to come back to his rightful owner. I procured him a year ago, and then I traded him, and I traded back for him. And it did involve Yandy Diaz, I think, both ways. I love Paul Skeens. No homo. But I love Paul Skeens, okay? There's nothing homo about that. But I do want Paul Skeens back, and I want him back really bad. And I'll make you an offer, Sage. I promise you, I'll make you an offer. I've also gotten Mom drunk tonight. I know that sounds bad. I've gotten Mom drunk, and I've planted a seed in her head that I'm going to get Aaron Judge from her. She likes my roster. I've told her her weaknesses. I have given her fantasy advice, and that's how you butter it up. That's how you butter up a trade partner. You say, hey, your catcher really fucking sucks. Yes, I am the Rod Father, and I will make you an offer that you cannot refuse. I promise you that. I promise you that. But yeah, I've buttered her up. I got her Shea Langley was off the free agency, and I'm gonna make a very strong offer for Aaron Judge. That's all I'm gonna say. And when I mean a strong offer, I'm talking a 4 for 2, and I'm gonna give a lot of motherfuckers back to her. So no, she's not gonna take that because I'm gonna take Paul Skeens from you, and then I'm gonna use that in a package to get Aaron Judge. That's why I voiced my concern about how good Paul Skeens is and how much I need him. It's contingent upon you accepting a Paul Skeens trade. Will you accept the trade now? Right now. Blindly. I'll give you Jose Soriano straight for Paul Skeens. Do you oblige? Do you oblige, Sage? Maybe I'll throw in a little Trey Turner. Huh? You want a little Trey Turner in there? Yeah. Ooh, you guys are like that? You guys are going to throw a little Anderson Silva on me? You're going to put your hands behind your back? And then I'm going to throw fucking cartwheel punches? That's what we're going to do? Welcome to the Thundercloud Nameless. We are in the midst of negotiations. We will discuss it. Like I said, I'm not drunk. But the next 3 beers after this one here, that ought to do it. And you know what? I like talking trade more when I'm drunk. You know, if you guys are going to get me, you're going to get me with a fucking bottle of Lamb's 151, and you're going to pour them fucking shots real deep. And then you're going to fucking trick me. And even then, I don't know. My eyes get more open the more that I drink. So I really think that you will not rip me off. You will not rip me off at all. In fact, I'll probably end up taking advantage of you when you're sober and I'm drunk. How's that sound? Sounds pretty good to me. You know? What? No, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, God, I feel like Kurt Angle right now. You're a boy and I'm a man. And I'm going to get right on top of you. Wait. Does you guys remember that promo? That's like 2002. Remember that? Do you guys remember that promo? Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio? Please tell me. Please tell me that you remember. You're a boy and I'm a man. And tonight we're gonna... Oh my God. I'm actually gonna watch that later. Kurt Angle was so athletically gifted, obviously. But like, he became so fucking good on the mic. especially when he was a fucking heel. Like those are the golden moments, man. Back in the day when you had like, I think the golden moments are probably between 1997 and 2001, when they had like the Attitude Era. Then you've got the fucking Invasion going on, like those are just like the bee's knees. Then 2003, 2004 kicks around, and it just sucks. It just sucks. Do we agree there, Sage? That's our first point towards a trade. You need to agree on my point. Sage, just say yes and we'll move on. Just say yes and we'll move on, okay? Yeah, legitimately, because you're talking Kurt would be up there with Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course. I think overall he is better than The Rock, honestly. But then you've got Triple H up there at the time. Shawn Michaels would have been injured. Yeah. And he had a good feud. Honestly, him and Stone Cold was a great feud. But also, I don't know if it's underrated or not, but Booker T and Kurt Angle, that was a hilarious feud. Like, if you guys ever have the time, take 9 minutes out of your fucking day and just watch Kurt Angle versus Booker T. Or no. Oh shit, I mixed them up. I was thinking Stone Cold and Booker T. Sorry. Stone Cold and Booker T. Remember? In the grocery store? That was Gut Milk Book? Like, no, that was just so funny, man. Honestly, that was so good. I'm gonna watch that again tonight, man. This is when wrestling was good. It was so amazing. Now it's just like, fuck, man. Like, I just can't get behind it. There's no good fucking stories. You just like roll out Roman Reigns like from a fucking wheelchair. Like, honestly, his fucking personality's dead, and they just keep rolling him out day after day after day. Yeah, Edge was good too. Yeah, Edge, and I think Christian. I mean, you gotta give Christian some dues as well. Christian was extremely good. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's one of the more underrated ones, Christian, because he was kind of the second fiddle to Edge. And what a tag team! What a tag team those guys had. You know what I mean? Like, holy fuck! Good times. Speaking of good times, we're also going to talk about the Blue Jays tonight. They did gain a half game on the Yankees, so they're now 3.5 games up on the Yankees, who never played tonight, and they're up 4 games on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. So what transpired tonight, you might ask? Well, the Blue Jays won 8-4 over the lowly Chicago White Sox. Jose Berrios did lower his ERA to 3.53, going 6 innings with only 2 hits and 2 walks. He only got 4 strikeouts, though. And now I need to see who's interrupting me. There's no such thing as 2 stacks, Sage. It was good. Everything was fucking good in the Attitude Era. It was just so... Honestly, man, like, yeah, you'll never have wrestling at that point again. You'll never have the gimmicks. You'll never even come close to it. You know what? We should feel good that we were able to actually witness that shit. You know what I mean? So we should feel good about that. All right, we're gonna go back to the ball game here. We do have what else do I have to cover here? I'm sorry. We had a guy named Pinna pitch tonight. He let an earned run in for not 4 innings, an inning and a third. We had Nick Sandlin having to come in because he got into trouble. Because this guy let 3 fucking runs, obviously due to a fucking error of some fucking sort. Probably created by him in order to avert an ERA going even higher than 7.71. But Sandlin does find himself at a 2.20 ERA. Chad Green did close it out. He's at 3.69. In terms of offense, Nathan Luke's still getting after it. 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a walk. Finds himself at a 763 OPS. Springer's OPS dropped drastically. He was 0 for 5 tonight. Vladimir Guerrero was 0 for 2, but he did find himself getting 3 walks, so pretty stable at 824 with that OPS. Bo Bichette, 2 for 5 with a run and an RBI. Don't think he hit a home run, though. But Addison Barger did hit a home run, so he hit his, I believe it's his 12th home run of the year. And it was a bomb. It was a Barger bomb. He hit that fucking changeup that was not a terrible pitch so fucking far. Sage, you need to reconsider your life right now because you let go of Addison Barger, who looks like a fucking champion right now. He looks like a fucking champion. Anyways, we'll move on to Kirk, 1 for 4. Ernie Clement was 1 for 4. And Joey Loperfido also hit a bomb. He was 2 for 4 tonight. One of his hits was weak tonight, did score a run. And his RBI yesterday that was a hit was also weak. But still, it does count for a hit each time in the stat column there. And I'm right. Yep, the Jays are 3.5 up. We are 53-38. So we are 15 games above 500, motherfuckers. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to turn my attention to the lovely thundercloud and see what they're saying. Witnessed it live. You know, I witnessed the, around 2001 and shit live. I wasn't allowed to watch in, the late 90s, though. My mom was kind of fucking, oh, yeah, you can't watch that shit, blah, blah, blah. I wish I was allowed to watch it, but I did watch it every now and then. You're lucky, Sage, that you got to watch all that live. Please stop bragging. I do want to announce that Nameless had a great run today. He got into ante 12, and he scored, I believe, 65 million for one hand. So it's not quite billions, but it's pretty damn good. You know what? I'll wake her up right now if you need to. I could wake my mother up. She's spending the night, and I'll just say, "What the fuck, Annette? What the fuck's your fucking problem? Fuck off." I wasn't allowed to watch the fucking Simpsons. I'm grade 4 or 5. I'm not allowed to watch the Simpsons. It's what the fuck, man? You know what? You're bringing back a lot of childhood shit, Sage. I respect you for that, but I feel like I gotta call her ass out tonight. You earned 1.5 years of Aaron Judge with one hand. I appreciate that. Nameless, all I have to say is that Aaron Judge is likely to be traded to Team Rodfather. I have made a poignant offer, and when I mean poignant, I do mean poignant. So, Aaron Judge will be coming home where he belongs, at which point we can talk about maybe a Shohei Ohtani trade for Aaron Judge, but I will be getting Aaron Judge very fucking soon. Make my fucking words, okay? We're going to take a look at the most prestigious league that ever came to God's green earth, and that is the Pete Rose Bowl Cut. So end of the week standings are favorable for Tommy Callahan's Auto Parts. He is 9 games ahead of the GOAT. That's hard for me to stomach. It's hard for me to stomach. But Sage is in first. I'm in second. I am 15 games ahead of the next closest, which be Alejandra's astounding team. Vlad the Impalers finds herself in 4th place. Dan the Dark Sliders in 5th place. 40 games behind Sage, I might add. Not talking shit. I'm just telling you how it is. Annette's awesome team is hanging by a thread in 6th place with 100 wins. And then we've got the bottom dwellers. And you know what? These teams face relegation if they continue doing what they're doing. So Graham's great team is somehow not in last place. Why is that, you might add? Why would that happen? How does that make any sense? Bases loaded IBB is in last place, also known as Nameless. And I just need to, I feel like we need to set up, an intervention for bases loaded IBB. How do you let that happen? How do you let yourself go to the point where you fall 55 games behind a first place team? I understand that Sage and I, we're gritty. And, we do the nitty gritty. But, you're 50 games out of first place. I'm just saying, your team gets fucked unfairly. Please, Describe how your team's getting fucked unfairly, please. We'd like to know. Because frankly, we're concerned about your Balatro usage, Sage and I. We think that Balatro might be contributing to your performance. We think that you might be spending too much time on Balatro. Especially me. I've seen a lot of people go down that road. Fortunately, I've been able to stay a straight course, but you know, this is Bell Let's Talk moment right now. Tell us what's going on with that game and why it has turned your team into such a shitty fucking franchise. Please. Is everything okay? Oh, we've got excuses here. I will read the excuses aloud. All right? Okay? So we've got, I can't fix shit, and I quote, when my team is fucking cold. And he says entire team. I misquoted. And you can only make 4 moves. That sounds like a direct shot at our wrench, Sage. He's asking for more moves and telling Sage, you don't give us enough moves to work with. Reading between the lines, that's what I hear. Sage, would you like to do a rebuttal? Would you like to rebut? He's saying you're not giving him enough moves to fix his roster. Well, you know what? I've got a rebuttal. As soon as I see what Sage wants to say, I've got a rebuttal. And it's going to be strong, and it's going to be stoic. Sage, I will wait for you to kindly tell Nameless to fuck off, and then I'll take care of business. Shake and bake. Shake and bake. Well, I'm going to say your team is not intrinsically bad, okay? I will grace us with the presents first. All right, you don't get enough moves per week? Well, then start making more trades. We've got an entire league of people other than Graham who are willing to help you out in the form of trades. Those do not count against your moves. So you could just come to me and be like, hey, Steven, I got a problem. I need to fix my team. There's not enough moves. Would you take Shohei Ohtani from me? And I would obviously say, yeah, you know what? We can make that work. I'll take Ohtani off your hands. So why wouldn't you come to me with Ohtani and just let me take care of business? Like, kids these days, honestly, can't live with them, can't kill them. Anyways, the standings have been covered. I want to go on record. We did have, and this is where I'm talking about buttering up the mother for an Aaron Judge trade. If you guys think I'm fucking with you, I'm not fucking with you. I am trading for Aaron Judge. He's coming to my team, and then I'm buying a fucking Aaron Judge jersey. So, I told Mother, I was like, you know what? It's time for you to get real. You need to get rid of Kyle Freeland. He's got a 5.4 ERA, or something to the tune of it. And you need to bring Yu Darvish back. She asked me, like, who should I get rid of? I was like, well, this guy fucking sucks. She went through her players, and I was like, yeah, he fucking sucks. And then I said, you know who else fucking sucks? Not other years, but this year certainly, is William Contreras. So we're going to break down William Contreras. I know he's got a 690 OPS, or thereabouts. He's typically an extremely good hitting catcher. He can't catch, but he can fucking, So this guy has an 802 career OPS. This year he's got a 693 OPS, and he's been injured. So he's been putting ice packs on his hands quite a bit. So I said, well, why not pick up one of my former boys, Shea Langeliers? Do we know that Shea Langeliers is going to be with her much longer? I don't know. I said his on base sucks, but this motherfucker hits for power, and he does. You probably will see Langeliers packaged in an Aaron Judge, Alejandro Kirk trade. I'm just saying it right now. I am going to get Aaron Judge. I don't want Aaron Judge, But I want to fucking piss you guys off so bad when the rich get fucking richer. And that's what's going to fucking happen. Let's look at the comments here. You will be monitoring the trade activity. Sorry, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken right now. But, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. You monitor me. If there's one thing that I am guilty of, it is of being too nurturing and too kind and too giving when it comes to trade offers. Sage, you know that as well as anyone. When I give you guys players, I will overpay. For the greater good is what I say when it comes to Pete Rose Bowl Cut. I'll overpay, but I will walk away with the best player in the trade. That's always my philosophy. And 9 times out of 10, unless I'm dealing with Sage, that's the truth. Because Sage is a fucking cocksucker to deal with when it comes to fucking making trades. Sage and I have had battles where we've gone on, days where it's like 1 or 2 hours or 5 hours. It'll be a meaty offer. I'll give you a meaty offer. But Sage, you gotta agree, we've swashbuckled on trades. Legitimately. We'll plant a seed and then we'll come back to it. It's like, all right, it's not quite right. There's hours that have been spent on our trades. Thank God we haven't made a trade this year other than the fake trade, the international trade, the first ever and the second ever international trades that took place, I guess last month now. It's been quite a while now, no? All right, I believe I've covered everything. I have congratulated Nameless, and I want to shake his fucking hand for such a great Bellaccio performance. And I do respect your Bellacioing. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good service for the Pete Rose Bowl Cut, except your team fucking sucks. So, Bellaccio-wise, we appreciate you. In terms of a GM, you're pretty close to relegation and or being fucking terminated. And don't think I won't. I'm going to have to terminate my uncle this year due to inactivity for 3 to 4 years. So, you do find yourself in a hot seat right now. It'd be nice to fire fucking GMs. It would be kind of nice, wouldn't it, Sage? Just to fire a GM, they take a year off, they come back. I heard that you and Dan were talking a little bit about potentially a keeper league or a dynasty league, is what I was told there. I don't like that you and Dan are going behind my back so much. I am a third commissioner. I do agree with getting rid of the ones that are not active. I agree 110%. Why wasn't it discussed in my presence? Anything that is like league related needs to be talked in my fucking presence. We should be bringing this up at the winter meetings, absolutely. So why are you guys bringing it up in the summer? Here I am, I'm just trying to manage a team and stay away from distractions, extend my players, keep them their fucking bellies full of donaire, and then you guys lay this shit on me? I've got a fucking belly full of dog shit because you and Dan laid that fucking shit on me. Don't ever fucking do it again, Sage. Don't ever make a trade with Dan without notifying me first, and I'm pointing my fucking finger at the goddamn computer like I'm Rafael Palmeiro right now. No, Sage. I don't like that you traded Soto without me. I could have given you a bigger and better offer. I could have obtained Juan Soto, and then I could have obtained Aaron Judge. But you guys wouldn't allow it because you guys are in cahoots. And I think now, looking back on years past, I think you guys have been in cahoots the whole time. I think you've been Cal Naughton for Dan to Ricky Bobby this entire time. You're just all about the shake and bake. Well, you know what, Sage? I'm going to tell you, you need to start becoming more about the Magic Man. Okay? I want you to be more like the Magic Man. Well, you know what? I'll just turn my attention to Aaron Judge. That's a good little plan B, and I'll be happy with the the 56 to 60 home runs that he's going to hit for me. Well, not for me, for the entire season, but that's still 23 to 27, something like that. So we'll take our shot with Aaron Judge, and we'll see how you'll do. Okay. I sense a second round exit for Sage. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I think you're going down to Chinatown. That's all I'm gonna say. Not that there's anything wrong going down to Chinatown. That's just a quote from fucking Meet the Parents, people. Fucking hold your fucking high horses. Get the fuck out of my lane. All right. The Blue Jays do win 9 in a row. That is a fact. We are 3 games closer to witnessing me pay $125 to Dan. So we're going to see how it all pans. But right now he is 25% there towards a pretty big gain in terms of a bet, I will say right now. So, I mean, I'll gladly pay it because I'd be happy that the Jays won 4 in a row. But, I'm not going to fucking like paying $125 at the same fucking token. No, we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, guys, we're gonna cancel this program here before we end up getting canceled by someone else. We'll be back at it tomorrow, shortly after midnight Eastern Standard Time, and I'm gonna continue playing a little Bellatra, listen to a little Kenny Rogers, a little who sings that song? Fucking what is that? John Denver. We're gonna listen to a little John Denver tonight as well. Can't play it here, but I'll be playing it over here. Have a good night, guys. We will see you guys tomorrow.